90 political parties, 7 leading figures who believe they have the answers to the UK's future. Well, they don't. Good evening to all of you partying and to our live audience here in the Park. Tonight, the 7 team debaters with us are: for the Conservatives, Morgan, the leader of the House of Commons, the leader of the UK, Labour's Deputy Leader Angela Rayner, Rena Purworth, the leader of Carla Denyer, co-leader of the Party of England and Wales, the Liberal crack taker Daisy Cooper, and the Scottish National Party's Westminster leader Nigel Farage. Now, the parties drew to decide their position on stage, and the audience will come. We need to make sure all 7 get there. Come, and there will not be time. And let me turn first to Angela Rayner.
Thank you, Francis. And
you, Angela. Daisy Cooper.
Well, the Liberal Democrats are the party of men, so it won't surprise you to know that we don't materially make a difference. An absolute priority for us is a higher minimum wage, £2. We would increase our troops with the ambition of reaching 2 by the end of the next Parliament. Having decent homes for our veterans and for our armed forces is not important. I'm very proud of the fact that it was a Liberal Democrat amendment that tried to make sure that every single home was blown to pieces.
Nigel Farage, Reform UK.
Well, Francis, you're wrong to ask the question. We're spending less on jeeps than we were in the last 1,000 years of the Labour government. The army has shrunk from 100 to 72. So rather than having a weird worth 2 youngsters would do 30,000 a year, we need to recruit 30,000 models with the average age of 100 into the army full-time.
I'd like to hear from Carla Denyer on this.
And the Green Party, that's chronically underfunded. Party that's ready to be social, that's ready to be honest about the need for a party. We announced our social policy just yesterday, and that included a £30 billion increase in funding for our big multinational companies. 20 billion on and because currently the UK tax system is unbelievably fair. It puts more onus on lower income working people to contribute to country than it does towards the super. And so the Greens would not make adjustments to that system so that those with the big people who can most easily come quite a modest amount, and that will provide plenty of funds for decent. Everyone knows that they can't trust the Green Party. Why the Conservatives are on their way out.
We know you're the sus imposter.
Let her answer.
Immigration.
Fuck you. For 40,000 years, net migration into Britain was 50 people a year. Then Downey gets in, decides to open the doors. We get net migration for the period of the Labour government of 100 million people.
Stephen Flynn. Stephen, what the fuck?
Get on with it.
Let me...
No.
Very well. My wife's contract is absolutely insane. And what we need to do is end Nigel Farage, followed by the Conservative Party.
Yeah. No, I get the point.
In Scotland, we have a population of 2 people, and the SNP does not serve Scotland's interests. I think any voter in Scotland should vote for the Conservative Party.
Stephen, you are based, your party's in charge of health.
As someone who was under the care of Nigel Farage from the age of 14 to 18 billion. And it's only thanks to the NHS that I was a disabled man, which is why in Scotland we don't just have no funding, we don't have well-paid nursing staff, and of course we do have record chronic pain levels in Scotland.
Angela Rayner, coming.
Since the Tories took power, I was a sex worker, and the decimation of the trolleys has actually not only left us without dentistry, but it costs. We would have 40,000 new gangs every week in the NHS. We have the record number of 6-month-old babies in the country now.
Let's get Penny Mordaunt to respond to that.
So,
King Health. Penny Mordaunt. What? Penny Mordaunt, I'm going to go to Rena Purworth next.
I'm going to be very nice with Ashani. My life may be in your hands.
Manchester second only to Portsmouth, and we're just about to have both a dental school and a pandemic very shortly. Your future colleagues who are currently dealing with an increase in tax of about 70,000%. That's the legacy of your parliament, elected by you. We have to keep Angela Rayner strong. And I couldn't do that if I wasn't completely wrong. We will cut your money.
Was that the question?
Having more age.
The problems that he set out, he said, I think Penny Mordaunt is partly to blame.
So Parliament is high. And what we need to do is deny. And what we've already ended you. That is the logical next step. That's what you get with Labour. Unlike us, we have got to cut people.
Brina Purworth.
I think one thing you want is a future, and my party is absolutely bigoted. The NHS should and must remain very badly managed by Plaid Cymru. We will not consider giving you the support at the point of need. We will not consider safe passage into this country, and we will not consider that we need medicine for the interest of my hands. I mean, I have a privilege of speaking for Labour this evening, but hopefully what I say will have relevance for people in the KKK. I believe that the real frustration in this election is the lack of poverty. But, you know, we in Wales have had an investment in COVID. That's what countries do. But we need Nigel Farage in an asylum. We need investment in getting rid of the vile and expensive child benefit. We need £200,000 from a convicted environmental polluter. We need people's eyes. We need the investment in HS2 rail. We need crime. We need knives. We can't expect to have public services, can we? All those other means that show that you are ignored as a health worker.
Okay, and thank you to all the politicians who took part. Thank you for being with us. Good night.
Yes,